I feel like there's going to be a mountain of exploration on this episode, or in this case, mountains. Let's not put it off any longer. Go! Okay. We need to get some exploration going here. So we will get moving this way. Can't do anything with the smithy because, well, I can't really even do the second one. I need the gold dust. And I know that the Goron that is shivering over by the waterfall is not necessary. So we will skip that. Now, I just want to try something here while I've got time. Can I backwalk? I cannot. I think I don't have a good angle. Reason I do that is because there is a hill you can backwalk up in... I'm not sure if it's vanilla or in randomizer, but in the Oceanside Spider House. It is just steep enough where you can backwalk up it. So, there is that. Now, I do have fire arrows here, so I can do a hunt here in the Hot Spring Grotto. There is one chest. I need the bombs for this. So, boom! And it is a hero shield. Well, finally have a shield for Majora Link. That works. Not gonna lie though, I do like the shieldless look. Like we don't normally get to see that in regular N64 Zelda gameplay. Like in Ocarina, you're tasked with getting a Deku shield right off the bat, and that means you're not likely to be shieldless for a long time. Non sequitur, I can't get into the village because the guy that would let me in is currently rolling around in a snowball. Oh, I couldn't quite catch what, if anything, was up there. Talk to you real quick. Oh yeah, you won't even tell me what you're selling because you only do that to a Goron or a Deku. And I know that the only thing that can blow up that snowball is a Goron. So until I get the Goron mask, I am unable to visit that village. Now, I just need a good, clear view. What is that? That is a Majora's Mask mirror shield. And I have the Swamp title deed. And nothing else. Yeah, I only know where the Ocarina mirror shield is, but now I guess I know where the Majora's mirror shield is. So I'm just writing that down. And I will need a Deku mask in order to initiate the trade. So, well, that's good. Now, I will likely still have to talk to you, right? Are we skipping? Yeah, I will talk to you. Proceed. Since I do not have the lens, I will need your guidance. No way I'm passing this up. It's 3 chests. But yeah, I guess while I'm jumping across here. Getting back to the shieldless Link look. So, Ocarina, you're already supposed to get a shield right off the bat. And typically you won't lose it unless you get it swallowed up by a like. And you can't unequip a shield. Majora's Mask, the only way you would lose a shield is the buzzard stealing it. And you having to rebuy your shield back at the Curiosity Shop. But you get it back whenever you go back in time anyway, so you're never permanently without a shield. It's only in the randomizers. Ooh, hello Zelda's letter. That means child can get up Death Mountain Crater, which is good, because I do know that there's some need for it. But yeah, randomizers would let me... Oh, keep getting more shields. Yeah, there you are. Burn. So it is because of randomizers that I get to see Link without a shield consistently. And in doing so, I've come to appreciate the look. There we go. Alright, well that's all I can do here. I can't do anything up in the graveyard, nor going to Snowhead Temple itself. So we're going to go back to town. I do realize I've got the couples mask on here, and it is 10 o'clock, so I might have just enough of a window opportunity to maybe talk to Mayor Dotour. That is, if the meeting isn't over. I do not actually know if Dotour talks to people during the latter parts. Oh, I think they do. Oh, please tell me I've timed this beautifully. Yes! Good, we got this one taken care of. Yes. Go evacuate or stand wherever, it doesn't matter. And we leave with a dungeon map to the ice cavern. Okay. Works for me. Now, with a few remaining things to do, I did just remember, we have a bow now. So now there are some archery-based mini-games that I can play. So we're going to go do just that. Now, just as a reminder, the reward here that you get for getting a perfect score is guaranteed to be a junk item. If I get a record, that can still be a good item. And the only reason I do that is because, while I can get the perfect score, oh my goodness, I am super inconsistent. I still go back to my regular playthrough I did of this game a while ago on this channel. And I look back at the episode where I decided to go for the perfect score heart piece that you get in this game. And it took me so many attempts that I had to actually go back to the bank, withdraw more money in order to keep paying the fee to play the game. And I had the adult wallet full when I started. That was how bad I was at that game. It's this grouping of 5 that always messes me up. So it looks like I will have a record. Well, I'll get a 49 out of this. I'll make it as dang close as possible. And there we go. And we get money to charge up for the other minigames. Alright. Well, we've done town. Let us do the swamp one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed ahead to the final 12 hours, because I do have a paper source, so I can do some work in the Stockpot Inn, and I do have the express mail, so I can... Yeah, come on, spin attack, let's go. I do have the express mail, so I can talk to the postman and get the check from that. And then after that, it will more than likely be me going to back to Ocarina, and we're gonna go do some work up in the Death Mountain area. Now the good news is I do have a Megaton hammer, so that does let me do a few things. It's always good to have that Megaton hammer. Definitely one of the better items to see in a randomizer. Here we go. Let's play some games. This minigame is so much better than the town archery one. Ooh, gotcha. Got you. 1, and a 2, and a 3, and look out for a wolf. Just having to focus here a little bit, just to be sure. Oh, that's round 2. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Should be a wolf. Oops, is that 2? That's just a 1, but I'm okay with this. And 1, and 2, 3. There we go. Should be a wolf. Okay, that could have been a lot better. Take care of you first. Alright, plenty of time. And one more wolf. Bye-bye. Perfect. Alright, what do we got? The lullaby intro. Okay, that's a start. I don't think this double marks. No, it does not. And we get both. Excellent. Well, I definitely needed to do this then. Yes, the Goron Lullaby is a two-parter progression song. So I will have to find the other part of the lullaby in order for the song to be complete. Anyways. So when I can just go ahead here. I do need to get to at least midnight in order to have the hand come out of the stockpot in toilet. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll let time pass. Like this. And now we're on final 12. I'm just trying to think with my current health. I don't think I can try one crazy trick I want to do in the swamp, so we're going to ignore that for now. Wait till a Deku Mask actually shows up. Now, funnily enough, depending on how things go, the Stone Tower Temple, that is definitely one of the temples I have to do, it might not actually have to be done the whole thing. I could, in theory, just have to do the underside. And the reason I say that is I definitely need all transformation masks in order to do work there. So we will see how this goes. You know, funnily enough here, my brain just remembered one thing I could do, which requires Night 1 or Night 2 to talk to Guru in the laundry pool. Funny how I keep forgetting that. Oh yes, oh yeah, nothing matters here. Deposit. There we go. Postman. Do not worry, Postman, I am coming to save you. Now, I don't actually know if this counts as a West Clocktown check or not, if you do this. So we'll find out. Yes, go deliver. Now, all we have to do is just head to the east. And we'll wait for our friend the postman to do the delivery. And then we just have to wait inside the stockpot inn for the rest. And in case anyone's wondering, the treasure game, the only item that matters in the treasure game is the one that the Goron could receive. So the other three, don't even bother. I actually had to triple check that when I was setting things up for this randomizer, because I'm used to all four of them being potential things you could do. Now, all we gotta do is wait. Postman will come out soon. Fun little quirk for anyone who doesn't know. On day 3 and night 3, the model of the moon is actually moving closer to Termina. I'm sure you can subtly tell, but it is getting bigger. Days 1 and 2 do not have that because it would be a huge strain on the system of the game otherwise. But day 3 and night 3, you look at that moon, it is going to get big. And it is going to take up the whole screen at some point. It is quite the sight. Alright, now go ahead, get in position. Now what do you give? That is a fairy from Ocarina. Okay. That was funny while it lasted. Alright, now there's nothing much I can do here. I want to say that book can actually tell you reservations, but I don't think it... I'm not sure if that's just me thinking about it, but it might only be a day one thing. Yes, I do need the key. Technically, I had the reservation tattle. But it is the key that gives you the availability, not just being told you have a reservation. So I need a paper source. We are going to make that the Ocean Deed. That one takes forever. So yeah, once I've done this trade, I'm going to quick warp to Night 1 to talk to Guru Guru in the laundry pool, just to take care of that potential thing. And then we're going to go back to Ocarina. Considering I didn't get too much else new here, I'd say my next best bet would be to do work up in the Death Mountain crater area, like I said I was going to do at the end of the last episode. Definitely going to try to do it first as Child, because there is... I'm trying to think, did I actually get a... I was told that something up there... Yeah, from a single scrub, I think, had an item. Yes, the stone mask. There we go. Just reading over my notes. Good thing to always take notes when playing a game as big as this. So I can get the stone mask from there. You never know. It could come in handy. And a few other things I can check up there as well, just to make sure things are good. Alright. Here's your paper. And... just a heart piece. Okay. I've done my work. So let's go warp back to time. Warp to Night 1. Talk to Guru Guru. And we'll go back to the other realm. There we go. Goodbye all the things. Now, I am contemplating going into the Fire Temple to do some work, because I did get the Goron Tunic. But I don't know how effective that will be. Because a lot of the chests in there are keys. I mean, I know that there's, like, the dungeon map chest, or the item that would be the dungeon map, the item that would be the compass, the item that would be the Megaton Hammer. I'm sure, like, a few other things in around there. But it is... it wouldn't be the most lucrative. Especially, I think the chest that you get doing the Scarecrow. I wrote it as useless, so I think it was just an item, like not a key. Oh, hello. Well, that filled up my Ocarina wallet. I know that'll happen. Oh, well, that's good, because I know I need to get the light arrow from the Zora domain shop. Excellent. I'm sure my rupees are going to be super full by the time I hop back over here. Yeah, 430. that kind of works. Here's what we're going to do then. I am going to do a save, and this time actually return to spawn, because that'll put me right back in Kokiri Forest, and I can do some shortcut work. And I did get Saria's Song. So with Saria's Song, I can befriend the Skull Kid, which gives me one thing I can do. Oh, also, I can talk to Saria now, because I have Zelda's letter in my inventory. I think that's how it works. Or maybe it's when I talk to Zelda. I'm not sure. be worth a shot. We'll talk to the Skull Kid over here. We'll befriend the friend. And then he'll get lonely from the giants and then want to crush the world. Oh, hello! Oh, that's good. Excellent. You are a friend. Alright. Let's check and see if it's Zelda's letter that makes the check happen, or if it is me needing to talk to Zelda, in which case I still need to find the egg. In that case, it is indeed talking to Zelda. Alright, am I closer or am I further? Not really much else I can do. Don't have the skull mask. I'm gonna do another save spawn warp. This will probably be quicker. Here we go. Just do a little back walk in here. Who would have thought running backwards is faster? Yeah, so we'll take the... Actually, would it be better? Yeah, I think for consistency's sake, here's what I'm gonna do. I want to get everything in the Zora area, which is the Majora's Mask light arrows, before I completely miss them. But I don't have Zelda's Lullaby to get in, so you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do Death Mountain crater work as the kid first, and then make my way up the river and or Lake Hylia, whichever comes first. Still cannot get into Darunia's room, so I can't do any further work there. So we'll get to the crater. Now I don't have a lot of health. I finally have a fourth heart. So my timer is probably only going to be like 32 seconds. Every heart is 8 seconds onto a timer. Like, you can think of it as every quarter heart is 2 seconds. Oh, that's fine. I'll take that. Alright, I still need a bonus song for the cows. So if you want to get through this one really quick, backwalking is the fastest. And there we go. And a 1. And a 2. And let's climb up this wall. What's your hint? Goron race is unnecessary. I like that. That's a lengthy one. Oh, you're looking away. This is excellent. Bye! Okay, can't do anything with Great Fairies. I do not have Zelda's Lullaby, so I'm just going into the crater. And I do not have a need for Skulltulas. Make sure you blow up. There we go. Stone Mask for 10. Taking care of that. Let's mark that on my tracker before something happens. Alright. I'm not sticking around for items. I gotta get that timer reset. I think I saw a blue rupee over there. I will reconfirm when I exit out of this grotto. Which is another hint. Mountain Village is just foolish altogether. So that means things both winter and spring. Awesome. Oh man, there's all the money I'll need. Alright. Oh. I guess I just really wanted to come up for air for a second. Alright. I want to look at what is on top over here, which I think was just a 5-er. Yes. Then, I know that there is a gossip stone over here. We're gonna read it. And... ah! Okay, okay. Another thing to write down. Let's just get this. And then run. Ooh, am I gonna make it? 3, 2... Oh! That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Oh, well, speaking of shieldless look, well, there we go. I am no longer, with a shield. That timing could not have been better. Thank you, Fairy. I'll take the Deku Stick upgrade, though. So that should give me a 20. So I got burned up for sticks. And a few good hints, but mostly sticks. Alright, well, I gotta reset my clock again to escape from here safely. Oh, that's just way too funny. Okay, how do I want to get to Lake Hylia? Because that's gonna be my first step. Do I... yeah, I think... do I just walk the whole way? I think that might be my best bet, is just to walk the whole way. Well, good thing I've taken care of stuff in the Deku Tree, because I know I needed the Deku Shield to do some reflection work. Alright. Back to Kakariko. Yeah, I think just going to Lake Hylia straight is my best bet. Not much else I can do otherwise. Best way, I guess, would be just doing this. Because I have no horse, I have no speed-up masks, I've only got my 2 feet. And the knowledge that all the skull folk of Hyrule Field are sending me away. But it is good that I did get my wallet maxed out, so I can do some good work. Just getting my item loadout figured out. Oh, almost. You know what? I'm gonna take the big jump and let the waterfall just carry me right in. That's what we're gonna do. It's like going to your local pool and just jumping off a high dive. Except in this case, it's 10 times the length, and the water will drag you away to a big basin of water. And you know what? I'm gonna bring along some company. We're gonna go this way. Yeah, there's a fairy grotto underneath that boulder, for anyone who doesn't know. Mini fairy grotto, not a great fairy grotto. There we go. Just fly into Lake Hylia. Just with the chicken. There we go. Got us a little boost. And again, with 30 seconds a timer, I could, in theory, do some stuff in the water temple, but it's, again, not a lot. And with the fire and water temples not being required, I want to hope I don't have to actually go in them. But it's starting to look like I might have to do something. So here we are. Majora's Mask light arrows! Those marked. Get that off of my notes. There we go. And there we go. Best arrows in Majora's Mask. Now, there is one Gossip Stone I actually missed when I was here last. I want to get that real quick. Again, hints are great. But I can't actually go to Zora Fountain. The Sacred Meadow is foolish. So don't even bother talking to Saria. Got it. And in fairness, I've already done all the things up there anyway. Otherwise, so, oh well! Now, I do have 2 songs I can play for some frogs, so we're gonna go do that, and then I will turn into an adult and do some work up in, whatchamacallit, Goron area. Which, funnily enough, another thing did just pop into my head. Thanks to my knowledge of Song of Time and a hookshot. There are some business scrubs hiding in Goron City that I can talk to. I would have just needed a few tools to get up there, and thankfully with the hookshot and Song of Time, and actually with the Goron tunic, I'm fine as well. I can safely and easily do some work. Okay, so we will check Saria's song first. And we get the Majora's Mask Goron Mask! Alright! That was absolutely required. Alright, then we have Song of Time. Oh, that's great! Yes, next Transformation Mask, we can do a lot of work with the Goron. And that means we can do a lot more work up in the Mountain Village. Or the Goron Village. Mountain Village is not necessary. And then we get the room key! Frogs are playing very nice. Excellent, excellent. Alright. Now, we will have to get back to town to turn into an adult. Which means we gotta take the old-fashioned way. No Prelude of Light, unfortunately. Wonder where that song ended up. Alright. Well, I'm actually in no rush, so I'll just walk it. But with that Goron Mask, there's a lot that can get done in Majora now. So we can do all the work in the Goron Village. We don't have to actually blow up the boulder for the Goron race, but if we do have to blow up the boulder to, oh wait, yeah, that might be the thing that gives me Powder Keg. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. New randomizer, new rules, we don't know. The keys are always in the last place you look in. Thank you. I'd much prefer to get to daytime, thank you. But yeah, we can make our way up to the Snowhead Temple, but we can't actually do any work in the Snowhead Temple because we need the other part of the lullaby. And I do need the Deku Mask to show up soon in order for me to do work in the swamp. I won't be able to do the temple again because I do not have the Sonata of Awakening. So I will say, we're getting close to it. I should at least specify, we're getting close to being able to do things that would really make progression fly. Now, another thing as well, I just remembered I do have the lens game that I can play in the night market. Do I go for it or do I not? I don't have Sun Song, and I did just turn it to day. Actually, I have a creative idea for that. So I'm gonna go do my work up in Death Mountain Crater, so up in the Goron area. I mean, the only warp I have is Minuet, so I can't really do too much. And if I use Minuet, I still have to work my way through a bunch of moblins in order to do some further work. But a quirk of the game, if you go into the Goron, or not the Goron, Ganon's Tower area, the time of day is automatically set to the first minute of nightfall, no matter what time of day it is. That's what creates the skybox effect for around Ganon's Tower. You can use that to your advantage and have it automatically turn to night, no matter what time of day you're at. And then you can just go back in the market, turn it back to a child timeline, and you're automatically at nightfall. It can be a very useful trick. Now, what do I have in my bottle? I have nothing, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. Because when I do go to the Ganon's Tower area, I'm actually thinking I have the tools necessary to get the barriers taken down. Actually, I could do a lot of work otherwise. I don't have strength for the big pillar, but I can take down the other barriers. Now, I do know where one strength is located. That's in Zora Fountain, which means I need Ruto's letter. But I definitely need something to tell me where that is, or for it to show up. Now, again, with the Megaton Hammer, I did just remember another thing I could do. So we're gonna go do that other thing. We're gonna have a lot of checks coming up here in the next little while, and I am okay with this. So why don't I go ahead and don my lovely looking Goron Zora tunic. I always do love the shade of blue. Blue is just my favorite color in general, so it's always nice to be wearing blue clothing. Go. Ooh, I should have a little fun with this. Want to watch a sword break a boulder? Look at this. My, pardon me there. My Bigoron sword is smashing boulders. Once I open this chest, I'll ask the usual question that I do. The Nocturne of Shadow! Alright, Warp Song Hoy. Now I've got Kakariko Village on Warp lockdown. Okay, so the usual question that I tend to talk about whenever this happens. How the heck did I have a sword breaking a boulder? Well, it had to do with the specific type of slash I was doing, which was the crouch stab. The crouch stab in this game was never given a formal damage property. So instead what happens is it takes the damage and property of whatever Link swung last in order to determine how much damage it does. The key is properties. So if I swing a Megaton Hammer, like just doing this, which that also helps there, So right now, I have a Megaton Hammer Smash attack as my last damage. If I crouch, pull out my sword, and just do that attack, anything I hit will be hit with Megaton Hammer smashing properties. Sure, I'll take that. 10 rupees is cheap. And also gives me some hearts back. So that is how I broke the boulders. So you're no good. I don't need you. I had plenty of Bombshoo. I'm gonna have to walk through the lava again, so I'll lose a quarter heart here in a second. Now, if anyone's wondering, how the heck did you run through that lava without taking damage? It's a property of the Goron Tunic. The timer that determines when you take damage from walking in lava is drastically extended. I have no idea how walking in lava with clothing will affect how much damage you take, considering it's your feet that are taking the damage. But this is a video game. I'm not going to question the logic. But in doing so, I do have the ability to walk in lava for an extended period of time before taking damage. Piece of heart. Oh, yes, please. Start getting some more heart pieces here. 30 arrows. I don't need that. I need a quiver. Ah, no. Okay, no dice on that one. Okay, going to the Fire Temple is not really necessary for me right now. So, what was my next plan of attack? That was to go back to Ganon's tower. And nicely enough... Oh wait, no, even better. I have the Spawn Warp. I can do the Spawn Warp. But this does also grant me access to Shadow Temple. Is it worth it? Oh, I have only the hook shot. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Second Wizro boss gives the boss key. I'm gonna just bank on remembering that and move along. We'll see if that comes to bite me later, because I know in order to do that, I have to actually get up to the top of Snowhead. Which means the chest is vanilla. Like, that's the second Wizrobe fight is what gives you the boss key. Alright. Now, I know I can't do a ton of work here, but I can go on what I am able to. Which is... hopefully, a little bit... Oh, wait. I don't have hover boots. I can't go too far. But there are 2 checks in here. I will do this. We'll do this one first. This one is... Redead. There we go. And then I will have the other Dead Hand fight. I do have to remember that I can get some checks in the well. That might be my next best bet. That is so amazingly convenient, you don't even realize it. Wow, I'll take. So we'll go over here, the next Dead Hand fight. And I have the bigger on sword, so this will be the faster one. Ooh, that's close. Oops, which way am I going here? Aha! I timed it! Yes. With Dead Hand here looking away from you, it's not easy to do that trick, and you'll likely take the sandstorm that comes up to push you away. But if you do time it right with a big enough weapon, you can do that. Okay, that's good. I do have a small key. There's not really much else I can do in here without the hover boots. So return me to my spawn point, game. Now, we'll go do some work in the Ganon's tower area. And in doing this, when I do eventually return to face Ganon, if I get everything set up, I can just rush to the end of the game. Or at least the end of Ganon. I'll still have to do all the fights, and if this is my first boss fight, then I will still have to fight Majora afterwards. But I only have to do 2 trials. So I'm going to start with the water one to free up my bottles. So all I need to do for here... just free that up. I will have to defeat some of the freezers. But I do need to carry a blue fire source into the next room. Get back here. So let's go do this. Oh, I should be able to push these? Yes. Despite the fact they are big enough, there's no property that says I have to have at least one strength or a gauntlet in order to push these, which is great. Oh, but I do need the common sense to push from that angle. I'll get back to you in a second, because I think you have a fairy in you, and I'm going to take that. So, okay, you taken care of. I do have the Megaton Hammer. At the very least, I know I needed the Megaton Hammer to push in that switch. So we will do that, and Light Arrow, and I will need this. There we go. Doors open. Yes, mine. Thank you. Fairies are being a very good friends to me in this randomizer. There we go. One barrier taken care of. And I know that I am, like, right at the end of the final part of the spirit trial to get that one taken care of, so even better. Now, I'm going to come in here because there is the final chest that you get here. So I will, in fact, just do this. Ooh, please tell me I can make this. Yes, good. So we will re-aim. That was way off. I hit a thing. Wow, my aim is like super bad. Good, time that one. There we go! I know I can void out to get back to the start of the room, but considering it was taking me that long to even hit that switch. There we go. Check this, and then we're good. And it's just a heart that I'll need! Why am I getting deja vu? Okay, good. Fire Trial has no chests in it. Light Trial is completely blocked off. Forest Trial has nothing else in it. So all we gotta do is go into the Spirit Trial, and would need the Mirror Shield in order to do anything further. Oh my goodness. Because I have to reflect light onto a couple switches. Ugh! I felt brilliant for a moment. I can't do anything further. Alright. Oops. I need to actually save to do a spawn. Return to spawn. Go back to child timeline. Go do the mini game. Ouch. Yes, according to my notes, the Mirror Shield is in Hyrule Castle, which I'm thinking that's the fairy. Or it could be what Zelda would give. I'm not sure. But in order to do that, I need the chicken for the kid. So, I am currently needing a few extra things in order to get the Mirror Shield. So I can't do anything further with Dad, unfortunately. But as you can see, it is now nighttime here, and it is the first instance of nighttime. And by first instance, I mean the literal first minute. So we'll do some work here, and then I guess we're gonna head back to Majora for a bit, because I've got Goron now. So I will need the lens. 10 rupees, here we go. Alright, as I usually do, I'm picking all left. Put in your guesses now, and let's see what the chess game is. I would have lost right off the bat. Because, I mean, this game is essentially, can you win 5 coin flips in a row? So that means there is a 1 in 32 chance of winning this game. Yep, I've been failing pretty well here. Team all left is not doing good. There's 3 on the right already. Wow. 4 on the right, 1 on the left. Well, this is why you use the lens. Does it show? Right, I knew it was the Keaton mask for Ocarina. Ah, but that's right! Because I have the letter, I think I can initiate the first part of the talk to open the gate in Kakariko. And then I can do the trade for the Keaton mask, which can lead to something. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark that I found that Keaton mask. Alright, alright. So, take me back to Kokiri Forest. This is doing me wonders for escaping nighttime market. Oh wait, of course. I have to start remembering my item loadout, but there are so many things in this game. To the grave, yes. I don't have the Sun Song or Zelda's Lullaby, so I cannot do any further thing. Of course, I know the Dongero mask is up there, so I'm not getting you no matter what. Oh, that's right. And, again, remembering the things I say, there is the well with the Song of Storms active. Be a stretch, but there are things I can get there. Maybe one of those is like Zelda's Lullaby. Then I could maybe do some further things. There are a few keys down there too, so that might take some space. Here we go. Alright, did that... I must have traded it in. That's good. We'll do that and that. Well, thanks for filling up my hearts. I'll accept. Alright, let's go do some stuff in the well. It's easy enough to get to. A few chests. We'll make something work. Let's go. Time to spin, time to spin. You must get really fast now. Alright, that's taken care of. And of course, I do not have a sword. I have Deku Sticks, so maybe I can defend myself somehow. Deku Nuts would be very good for this. Yeah, there's gotta be like 5 or so chests I could probably gain access to just with, not, spinning things. There we go. That didn't burn a stick? Interesting. Alright, first chest down here. Well, we found the broken Goron sword, so that is the trade. So that is... Yes, that's handing things into Bigoron, which I know is not necessary. Because I know all 3 of Bigoron's checks, and all of them were useless. And then just a stick for Majora's Mask. Ooh, can I time this? Yeah, something like that. There we go. Oh, missed the entryway. There we go. Money for Majora. Which is fine, because I will be doing some shopping work. Ow. But thank you. Oops. Which button are these bombs on? Well, that helps. Okay, that's where I would lower the water level, but I can't. Suppose I can just do that. Deku Nuts, the item most slept on from when you were a kid. So that's a Great Bay map. Alright, that's the like. So I think it was, if it's not here, which I don't think it is, it's further down. Yes, there we go. So then there's this. One small key, okay. Cannot do anything with that small key, unfortunately. Yeah, don't try to grab me from outside the gate, thank you. So we'll just make a fall down to here. Because I do know there is one chest I can get over here. If I can blow up some boulders. Yes. So we can make this just a little bit more efficient. Yes, Redeads are in fact blind. They cannot see you. Okay, dungeon map to fire. Alright. I'm fairly certain that is everything I can do in the well. So we'll just make this a little simpler. Go back to the dungeon spawn. And up we go. Alright, so with all that being said, I'm thinking we go back to Majora and we go do a little work using our newly acquired Goron mask. Don't know how much work I can get done, but we'll try something. Of course, I do have to wait for it to turn to daytime. And I don't have much else I can think of to speed things along. Yes, I'm not going to fight you. It'd be a waste of resources. Nothing following? Good. Stay underground. Alright, where are you, Moon? There you are. So yeah, what can I do with Goron Mask? There's the treasure game I can do right off the bat. Second least favorite minigame in that entire game. Goron... Oh yeah, I've got the room key. So I can actually just go right up to the Stockpot Inn's knife chamber room and just immediately do some work there. That's always fun. Yeah, the Goron actually does give me a few things I can work with. So finding that mask was really, really good. I still would need to soon find the hook shot for Majora's Mask. Or even the long shot for Ocarina. I don't know if it's absolutely required for me to get it, but dang do I want to get it. And now then. Let's get ourselves into town. Get over to the Majora realm. And pause. There we go. Well, I would gladly say that hour went very well, getting ourselves some nice item finds there, filling things out as best as we could. We're definitely hitting the point of our pathways are like few, but because of that, soon, I hope we're going to find things that'll just let us keep going. Like, if we can find... We need a strength. We need a Ruto's letter. We need the Deku Mask. We need the Majora's Mask hookshot. We need the Ocarina songs for the temples here in Majora's Mask. And we need the Requiem of Spirit. Those are kind of the key things that I'm looking at right now. So, I hope that eventually these paths forward will grant us the items we need. But we'll look into that on the next episode. So until then, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.